Hey, this is Carlton with The Last Time I Saw America and the Hey You Trust Me Foundation. Let me tell you this idea. The Last Time I Saw America is going to be the first not-for-profit movie out of Hollywood where all the proceeds go to help abused kids with post-traumatic stress disorder and also veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. And the goal is to eventually build homes for them to where they have a life estate on the property. They get to live there, and hopefully it helps them. And when they pass away with a life estate, of course, it goes back to the foundation, and we put someone else in the property. So that's how this works. But The Last Time I Saw America, let me tell you about the screenplay. I've been working on this thing for literally since after being in a movie with Matt Damon back in 1999. That's a picture of me and Matt Damon. So after hanging with him, I was like, what could I write about? And my biological father, who left me when I was 5 years old, but when I was born, he went to Vietnam. He was a helicopter pilot in the most famous helicopter squadron in Vietnam. And matter of fact, they've already done a movie about his helicopter squadron. It's called Apocalypse Now. And Francis Ford Coppola, the director of Apocalypse Now, we both have the same birthday, April 7th. And what's cool is, well, there's my father. He flew Scout helicopters. And that's his best friend that got shot down and killed on his last mission, Steve Larrabee. And his call sign was Old Man. And I would like, tell me, who does that look like? Yeah, right. It looks like Brad Pitt. The goal is to have Brad Pitt play Steve Larrabee in the movie. It's going to be the best of the best cast. And there's my father when he received the Silver Star. And that's him. And tell me if this doesn't look like America. Anyway, my father was flying his helicopter, and that was his front seat door gunner, and that's his back seat door gunner. And that's another pilot that got shot down, and my dad took him 5 attempts getting in there to get this guy out. That's his door gunner, and that's his front door gunner. And matter of fact, check it out. That's Gonzalez. And if this doesn't look like America, I don't know what does, man. And the goal of the movie, The Last Time I Saw America, okay, right now in America, we got a lot of chaos going on. And the goal of this movie is to bring the country back together, is one of the main goals. And for it to be not-for-profit, and for it to help millions of kids. And what's cool is, over this time period of me putting this screenplay together, I've found out a lot of cool things. Like my birthday, April 7th, is the same birthday as Francis Ford Coppola, the director of Apocalypse Now, who portrayed my father's helicopter squadron. Robert Duvall was playing my dad's commander. And also, I was born April 7th, 1970. And that's the day John Wayne won his first and only Academy Award. And I wouldn't find this out till going through a lot of trials and tribulations. And I was 30 years old once I found that out. But so I've already got one Oscar, but it wasn't for a movie. And this movie's also got a lot of recognition. I went to Vietnam 10 years ago, and they did a story about me and my father going to Vietnam, or about me going to Vietnam and doing all this research about my father's helicopter squadron. And they called it The Young Man from America. And that story has already won the Vietnamese Gold Award at the Vietnamese Film Awards, which is equivalent to an Oscar and an Emmy here. And the goal of the movie is just to bring the country back together, man. The Last Time I Saw America. And one of the last things, my dad's an incredible writer. Even though I didn't know him growing up, and I still don't know him. I've met him a few times, and that's about it. And I was raised by my stepdad and my mom. And so, but I call him my dad. So anyway, The Last Time I Saw America, our goal, and I'm a veteran too myself. I served in Somalia in 1993. There's General Colin Powell. He came to my ship. I drove a tractor on the flight deck, moving aircraft around. I was an aviation bosun's mate. And yeah, there's me and Tim Scott. There's my grandfather and Sugar Ray Leonard. And we just need to bring the country back together, man. But here's the goal. The goal is this is $1 that I keep in my wallet, and it stays with me all the time. It's $500 million. And this Yugoslavian kid gave it to me, who his best friend was killed by Milosevic's army. And the story is it's just a crazy story. But anyway, he thanked me for my service. And until you've been to a third world country and seen the way the rest of the world lives, man, we got to get, as the United States, we got to get our act together. And the last time I saw America is going to be one of those movies that brings our country back together. And it's time to be made. And it's going to be the best of the best cast. And watch the 2 videos below. Live 5 News, local news, did a 2-part special about me and my father 10 years ago. And they interviewed him. So, and I hope you donate. The current goal of the foundation is to raise the money for me to get the pre-production costs so I can get all these people involved, and we can do this. So if you donate, please donate below. You can do as small as $4 a month. You can donate however you want. You can be one of our sponsors. If you click on the sponsor page, you can see some of the sponsors that have sponsored building our first house for a veteran. But our main goal right now, the proceeds, any donations will be used for getting this movie produced. And there's certain levels, and you can actually earn a VIP pass to the premiere and all that good stuff. And I really appreciate you for taking the time. As a veteran, I'm a 4th generation veteran from World War I, World War II, Vietnam, and I was in Somalia. And God bless you, and let's bring the United States of America back together. God bless.